Hi guys, it's me again. Welcome to my channel. Sorry for that. Just I cream against my pimples. Well, in this video, I will try to explain some words, some words with preposition on. That's the way to develop your speaking, English speaking. So, like you noticed, there are a lot of ways to not using one way or two or three ways how to speak English. No, there are a lot of ways, and every method you should use though one time a week. So. I created this method just for a few minutes ago and decided to make a video. So I have some words with the preposition on, and I will read these words and try to explain this word using other words just for being it quite understandable. Let's get started. And For the lack to know how it will be successful or not, I just try to experience every method, and then make some results of that. Um, so let's get started. The first word: to cut one's finger on something. For example, I cut my finger on the knife. So I have this moment. When you cut something, for example, a cucumber, just for making a salad, you may cut your finger, and fingers is you have on every hand. Normal people have five fingers. So cut my finger on the knife. And when you did that, this moment by by accident, you can say, yeah, I've cut my finger on the knife. The next word: dry, wipe or clean my hands on a towel. So when you are washing when you usually wash your face up, you after that, after finishing your breathing your teeth, you go to your room, and what you're doing, yes, you clean your hands on a towel. So the towel is a cloth, just one tissel, yes. It's a cloth. So towel is a cloth using which you are cleaning your hands. So the word is dry, wipe, and clean are synonyms. You can say I dry after finishing washing up. I usually wipe my hands on the towel. So wipe your hands, or to clean your hands on a towel, or to dry your hands on a towel. Next word: work on paper. I think that's understandable. Um, Spend on something. For example, I spend about 3 hours on listening news, on watching and listening news in a day. So for example, people usually spend their money on buying popcorn, sweets, alcohol, or no different things, different drinkings, maybe for to on smoking, spend the money for smoking, or just for having fun. Yes, majority of people buy something or spend their money on just having fun. For instance, they can go on, they can go to they can go to the restaurant for again to make fun and just have breakfast or have no have dinner, and it usually happens with your family or with your girlfriend or with your wife, with family, with children. Um, complain on somebody, to complain on somebody. It means people usually complain on something when they in bad situation and when they want um, that people start to understand them. The teachers start to understand how this work is hard, but it can be not hard. It can be hard only for him, but not for all. That means that this work will be hard for you if it's hard for your friend, for example. Well, next phrase, tell on somebody. For example, listen to the sentence. You promised you will not tell on me. It means that maybe for example, when you have a secret, and the secret you tell, and you tell the secret to your friend, just for listening his opinion about the situation, you realize that he will not. You hope that he will not tell this story on your friends, on your teachers, on other people, on absolutely strange people. So the word is to tell on somebody. Next word. Rely on somebody. So hear me out again. This sentence. It will be a mistake to assume that we can rely on their help. So rely on somebody. It means that when you are in not the best situation, not the best accident, um, you wait a help, and this, for example, you wait of help, and this help you can rely on your friends. You really want you really wait that they will help they will help you in they will help you out and did their best. They did what they could, and what will happen, will them help you or not, I don't know. So it means to rely on somebody, to rely on them, and so on. It depends on somebody. So it means for example, I give you a sentence. Maybe using the sentence you will understand what it does mean. um, to depend on something. I really do. Now, right now, I'm a teenager. That's why I'm 15 years old, and I'm quite 16 years old. And while I'm a teenager, I depend on my parents. I depend on my parents on the on this living, on their living, on their house, and also I also depend on sleeping, on eating food, because the eat necessary things. It is necessary things. Um, so next word, to begin on something. So it's not don't use I'm interested in something, because people usually use it, and I'm tired of I've tired of hear that. I'm really tired of hear it a lot. That's why I use it to begin on something, to begin not in something, but to begin on something. That's the synonym of I'm interested in. Well, the next word, to advise somebody on something. To advise somebody on something. When you want to help him to stay, help him to feel him better to improve his everyday English, or I mean, I don't know, his knowledges. You usually can advise him. You usually can advise him on being happy, on earning money, on having job, and something like these things. Yeah. It means on advice, to advise somebody, you advise your friend, you advise your relatives, and just someone which you want. Uh, you can even see a absolutely strange, unknown, strange person, and maybe if you're here in bad situation, you can advise him to be happy, to be you can advise him on being strongly more strong. Give me a second. Yes. um Sorry for that. That's my sneeze. That's my sneeze. To concentrate on something, that's understandable again. To decide on doing something. Decide on doing something. um it means that you that just a moment. To start doing something, it means that you make a decision. So you wanted to do it, and you get it, and you go and get it. Go and get it. Seriously, if you would like to finish a job, you finish it. You're going to finish a job. That's logically. That's why to decide on, you do not make a decision on, you can use it, or if you don't like this powder, you don't like phrases with maker now, then use it. I decided on doing my math. I decided on preparing for the exams, for my exam. So next word, speak on something. How much and here's my question: how much did you have that people? How much do you care that people use let's talk about that, let's talk about other things, let's talk about science, so talk about. So stop using it. I recommend you when everyone when I notice that when a lot of people use the same word, it's not anything to use it too, because in these situations you're nicer than special. You can't be um, you can't be enlightened by other people. So someone couldn't find a difference between your speaking and between speaking an opposite person. So next word, speak on. So synonym of speak on is talk about. But better thing is of course speak on. Economize on something. For example, people usually economize on different. People usually economize on can economize on their food, on buying different funny things, such as the things that they can be alive without the things. But it is just for to be minimalism, like I said, like I talk about this, like I speak on this topic in the last video. So to be minimalism home in the majority situation, if they haven't got enough money, maybe maybe they economize on buying unnecessary things, just to pay their living. Uh, I don't know, there are a lot of stations, maybe for paying their education, which should be, I don't know, expensive. Next word, hang on, to hang on and try on the to hang on a rack, hang on a rack. Well, everyone, I'm sure that 95% have a wardrobe. So wardrobe, and in this wardrobe, after for example, going after for example, going to our house, we come to our house, and what we're doing, we are taking our clothes off, and at this time we should we usually hang our clothes if you are a normal person, and don't make a mess after you're going back at home. You should hang your clothes on the rack. So you take your clothes and hang it on the rack into wardrobe. Well, next word, to remark on something. I have a feeling. I have such feeling like to remark some teachers they fall on their mistakes, but there is no so much situations when teachers make make um, make a mistake. That's why it's not usually think to remark them on the mistake. So that is a remark. Oh, you can probably say I think I made a remark. Yes, I think I can make a remark. I can make a remark. So this is the same meaning. Um, to congratulate somebody on something. So congratulation. What does mean congratulation? So it is the um, it's a wish when you try it's a wish when you try to have fun somebody, or I don't know, congratulation. When for example when someone has a special day, a particular day, it can be a new year, it can be his birthday. In major situations, it's a birthday, and you wanna wish him all the best. You wish him to be healthy. You wish him to achieve all your goals in this year and other things. So you are congratulate him on being successful, on being smart, on being unbelievable. Yeah, and no, or maybe on being appreciated on by audience. Why not? So next word is to insist on something. To insist on something. Um, it rarely happen, but I will talk about it. But I will speak on this. Uh, I'll talk about it. Well, when you are nearly when you are nearly when you are next to the door and your friend is next to the door, you decide for example, you decide who will go in the room, but who go in the room firstly, and he or you may say, I insist on that. So go in. I insist on that. No problems. No troubles. No problems. Go in. And he can say, no, I insist on that. Go in, you. Go in. Go in. Go. I insist on that. Yes, go in this room first. Before me. Before me. Yes. Next word, to fix my one's eyes on somebody. Usually I will make it like this. So usually teenagers may fix the eyes on a pretty girls. Just it's independable. It's dependable, but It depends, of course, it depends on them, but it happens of giving out some hormones to their blood by their brain. Well, it's a young period of time. It's just because of being teenager. Only it happened not only in teenager, in in such young period. It can be when you are 20, 30, 30 or 40. Oh god, I'm tried of think this sentence. I just don't know how to how to create other sentence with the same meaning. Well, fix my eyes on somebody, and you can say fix my eyes fix my eyes on somebody when you are really I remember. I remembered. For example, I when I was 13 years old, I fixed my eyes. I fixed my eyes on the PlayStation. Really, I really wanted to buy a PlayStation 4. Um, yes, a PlayStation 4. It was really awesome. It was really awesome because it looks. I've known the possibilities of this PlayStation, of how much time can I get relaxed. But there was a problem. Yes, I will talk about it. There was a problem. How much time I will how much time I will relax? How much time I will depend on this small thing? If really strong thing to depend on it. So I was scared by my parents. They said me that it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult to study at eighth grade, and I just agreed with them. And since the time it's 2 year it was 2 years ago, and I don't I don't regard of what they advised on me. There was what they advised. There was of what they advised to me on not buying PlayStation 4, because it was cost really a little expensive, about 24,000 of rubles. Yeah, 24,000 rubles. It was not so expensive, not so much expensive, but I don't want to just to buy it, and I know I know how it will how what will be the conclusion. Yeah. Next word, to keep my eyes on somebody. So the phrase of fix my eyes on somebody and to keep my eyes on somebody have absolutely the same meaning. Next word, to act on somebody. Act on somebody. Well, um, for example, this situation. Act on somebody means that you want to change someone, change someone, maybe by maybe to better side. Maybe he's a drinker, or he takes or somebody takes your friend, for example. Your friend started to take drugs, and you want just to stop it. You want just to help him out, and you try to act on him, on better side, using using watching using some medicines, some using some calling of your calling to your friends who are doctors. And now it can be there are a lot of different situation. Well, you try to act on him. You try to mm, act on him for his future, for his better life. Well, the next word is a lecture on something. It means it means to lecture on something. It means that it means just to read a lecture on some topics. To wait on somebody. Wait on somebody. For example, I have to run. When, for example, I have to run. I should wait on him. Wait on him. So it means that I should give him that I should take that should take an order. It usually happens in cafes, in restaurants, when you are a worker, when you are a waiter or waitress. Yes, if you are a man, you are a waiter. If you are a woman, you are a waitress, of course. So you should you should wait on him. Next word. To fall on somebody. What does it mean to fall on somebody? It means that when a person, for example, when a person doesn't this moment. When a person does is not when a person is not happy or he's not happy of his results of succeeding of success at school, or just such things in such situations. um, so he can fall on somebody, fall on other person who is around him, because he want maybe because he wanted to give out these emotions which is not which is in his mind, and means using this way, using following to using to fall on somebody can be better. But it's not but it's not the good way. It's the good best, but it's not the best way of how to feel here, feel yourself better. Feel yourself better. Yes, I strongly believe that I speak good. I mean, not good. I mean, without bad pronunciation. I have a problem like in Russian and like in Russian, and sometimes in English too. How why I can't why couldn't I pronounce all words in Russian and in English good, well, very well, because I don't know, maybe it is something which is happened with me in Bern when I was born. No man, let's go to the other word. My time is starting to up. Well, fly on somebody. It means that you are really angry on somebody and don't want even to talk with them or with him. So when you are really angry on him, on somebody, on your friend, family, relatives. Next word, set dogs on somebody. It may it have the same meaning, but just a little difference. Um, when you wish that you that when you wish somebody to that you will have that you will be sad you would be sad a dog by me. I'm tired of explaining. Sorry. When you would just a moment. Give me a second. But the problem is that yes, set dogs on somebody. It means that my dogs will follow you. So the meaning of this word is angry again, like past person. So it means to. Um, my dogs will beat you. My dogs will bite you. My dogs will destroy you. It means this is to set dogs on somebody. So to fire on something, it just means that you that you shoot something and nothing more. So to knock on somebody means you may means that you that somebody that you beat somebody, beat somebody else. Yes, with your friends. By I don't know why. Yeah, why people prefer to beat prefer to beat somebody instead of their words. It depends on their genomes. It depends on their mind, and it depends on their psychology and also their accident. What happened with them? Maybe no, their parents died, and you just want to fall on somebody, even though they friends.